I'm Reverend Rodney Gittens. I am Reverend Rod. Yes, welcome to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. So glad that you could be with us today. Glad that we could be with you this and every day. So please join us as we starting our opening song, Choosing Heaven. First, I want to say that we are focusing on this month to glow up, and today we're focusing on the inner illumination. So that is going to be part of our prayer. And we're going to start by singing and praying, choosing heaven. Because they say that as we sing, it's like praying twice over. So let's put in our prayer work with the opening song, Choosing Heaven Today. Wonderful choice. And all of the wonderful choices that we get to make each and every day. And, it's important to know that the choices that we make really get to define our lives. So I welcome each and every one of you. I welcome you for making the choice to join us today and whichever day. If you're watching the recording, welcome. If you're watching live, welcome. And please remember to share. And that's what we do, because we're on a mission to provide a stable and welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. Also, we envision a world as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of learning and application of the spiritual principles. So we practice, One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. Our community has been created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, sacred and healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual film. We welcome everyone, whether you've been with us before or this is your first time. We welcome the splendor of the infinite divine spirit that is you. Please know that we support you in being the best that you choose to be in this glorious life. And we thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to One Love Center. Welcome to your best life. Welcome to a place where love grows. And thank you so much for being with us. Also, at this time, we're going to move into prayer. We're going to move into that place, that opportunity to go even further and deeper within, to know the very truth about our being and who we're being, how we're being, why we're being, just to be. And so please feel free to join me as we feel free to close your eyes if you like, as long as it doesn't bring any danger or harm. Like if you're driving, you can listen and keep your eyes open and still go within. And so knowing that right where I am, the presence of the divine is. God is, I am, the I am presence. And so I am knowing, yes, indeed, that I and God are one, so much so that it's not even I and God. As God is, I am. And that is true of me, is true of Ellen Suazo, our practitioner, who will be joining us on camera. It is true of Lita Perez. It is true of all of those who consider themselves members of One Love Center for Spiritual Living. It's true of everyone everywhere, that each one is a divine individualization of the divine, that all are ones of the Creator. And I give thanks for knowing that we come together today to celebrate life, to celebrate the word, celebrate the truth of our being, knowing that we are recognizing that inner illumination, living and loving from the light from within, living it outwardly. And I know that what a wonderful opportunity to be of this number one, one love. And I know that it is a blessing, and to have Ellen Suazo being open to sharing in giving this message and being open to receive, knowing that there are those who are contributing in ways, whether they're typing into the comments, or we're just connecting on that psychic level, knowing that, yes, there are folks who will hear what they need to hear, feel what they need to hear. So I am blessing all these words and the music and the presence of the divine in, through, and as all of this creation. And so I bless this time together. I bless our devices, that everyone watching and all of us here, myself and Ellen included, that our technology is working at peak efficiency. I am knowing it must be so, because this is the will of the divine, that this is a successful celebration. And so I know this word already spoken into the divine right action of the law. And so it must be done. The law is certainly following this word and bringing it into manifestation. So I let it be the good that it is right here and right now, and affirm with me by saying, and so it is, and now it is. Right on. And yes, this is one of our forms of prayer. Our main form is affirmative prayer. And we are prayer professionals, ready, willing, and able to remind you that Spirit is full of power, charged, and already always within you for your immediate use. And if there's anything that seems like you may have forgotten that, you can contact us. We can make a prayer request at onelovecenter.org. Or, yeah, and you can know that your prayer requests are kept in the strictest of confidence. And we will do prayer treatment for 7 days. And in that time, please feel free to contact us to let us know that your prayer has been answered. And if not, let us know, and we will continue to pray for another 7 days. And so we welcome, and also, if you need more in-depth time, you can reach out to us at onelovecenter.org. So, peace and blessings. And we just want to thank you for being with us today. And again, use us, call on us. This is what we're here for. And on Sundays, we get to share a message. So, how wonderful is this? Absolutely. So, um, let's see. Yeah. So, we're going to bring Ellen in, and we're going to get this party started even in grander style, right? Because we are not alone. And so,
Hey,
yes, thank you, Ellen. Thank you for being here with us.
it's a pleasure to be with everyone here.
Yes. And so this month we've been talking about uh, glow up. It's a new age, not new age. It's a generation. Uh, I don't know what generation are we up to. Generation Z. Uh, however, and it's the current like internet, online, social media terminology, glow up for glowing up, allowing our light to shine. And we've been talking about that the first 2 weeks, and this week we're talking about inner illumination. And just as a reminder, I'm going to put up here what it means to glow up, and there it is. It says it's an informal term for a positive personal transformation, typically one involving significant change in appearance and style, often also growth in confidence and maturity, sometimes aspects of personal or professional life. And so this is a term that's relatively new. It's probably not in a dictionary yet, but I'm sure it will be relatively soon. Or I'm sure it's on an online dictionary. So yeah, it's all about glow up, glowing up. We glow up to grow up, and to me, it's an uh, the outward manifestation of what's going on the inside. That inner light is breaking through any thoughts of limitation, any thoughts, any beliefs of lack, any ideas that seem to stop, block, or hinder us from moving on, from our expanding in our awareness, expanding in our practice of truth, being true to who we are. Because my glow up is going to look different than your glow up. You know. Did you want to mention anything about that, Ellen?
Sure. I think that you cover it, but like you said, for every individual is different. And I like to remind everyone that is watching now and later that mine might not look like yours, and it's okay because it's your own journey. Each one of us is here to experience our own journey, and it's not about having the same journey. It's about being grateful for the journey that we have and enjoy the process that we in, because it's a process, and remembering that there's no destination. There's always a space, a time, a moment to grow up, to glow up. And every moment that we're glowing up is because we are getting aha moments. We are seeing part of us that we might not have seen before.
Hmm.
And I think that is like uncovering our beauty, right? Just like a diamond, like
Mhm.
shining up a piece of diamond. And so I like to think of it when I first learned about the diamonds, how they are rocks, and they have to go through a process of getting that rock that is full of mud, and next thing you know, inside of all that mud, is so much beauty. And so I like to think of us like that. That there's so much beauty in us, so much to shine. And as we begin to work on different parts of our lives, we begin to shine those parts, and people are able to see them, um, without us even knowing that we're glowing up.
You're right. It's probably better that way. It's like it's difficult to look in the mirror while you're driving. You know, it's like but we can when we pull over and stop, we can look and see where we've been and realize we've made some progress. So thank you for that point, Ellen. I love that. I just want to really read something before we continue, and this is the science of mind point of view. This is the religious science take on it. This is from the founder of religious science, Ernest Holmes. He says, "There's a power and a presence in the universe which responds to us so completely, so perfectly, that we shall be amazed when we realize how completely and how perfectly, but it can only operate for us, through us. Our communication with God must, of necessity, be and always remain in inner light. We communicate with the indwelling God." And
Mhm.
that's from Ernest Holmes' book, Can We Talk to God? So it's
Mhm.
another wonderful little book that has so much great information. And so basically, he makes it clear that the spirit that we all share, that we're all of the spirit, is the inner light that dwells within us all. Our inner illumination comes from our individual glow. Our glow up it's inspired, it's designed and guided by the truth that is in us all. And so we're going to move forward this today, um, with the understanding that if there's no glow up without the original glow of the presence of the divine that is within each and every one of us. So that is within each and every one of us, that divine light. And it really is our job to acknowledge that there is a light within us. Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. So some of us, our light shines more than others, but we all have the light. It's all up to us. Now, there are many people who don't know that they have the light, but they're shining anyway. And I know that happened to me. People would tell me, "Oh, you're going to be doing wonderful things and you should be doing this, you could be doing this, and why aren't you doing that?" Because they could see that there was more to me than I could see in myself. I don't know if anybody can identify with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because way before I became aware that I wanted to become a practitioner, or this is the path that I was going to take. I think it was like almost 20 years later.
Mm.
Because when I first heard it, you're going to be doing this and this, and I was just like, me? No way. No, I don't know who you seeing, but you seeing the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that to me is powerful when someone else can see. And I think that that's the beauty of us coming into community as
Mm.
well, because have I not been in a community, in a spiritual community, probably I would have not heard it.
Yeah.
Right. Because it takes someone that is able to, that can see, because it's like a reflection of ourselves. Right. I see you as a reflection of me, and probably I can see in you because I'm seeing me.
Yes.
And you might not see it to yourself because you're not there yet, and that's okay. But I believe that that's the reason why I always say community is so important. we're not here to do this by ourselves, because community members, spiritual members, practitioners will be able to see for you what you have not even seen for you or even think of it. And next thing you know, a few years later, as you continue to say yes to you, to your new self, to your glow up, to
Yeah.
glow up, then you become that person. And so I can honestly say to you, yes, I can relate to that story as well.
Yeah. And you said something so important. It's about community, but you said spiritual community. Now, I remember when I was not hanging around with people of a spiritual mindset, meaning, we're not thinking about life affirming things and not thinking about uplifting ourselves or one another. As a matter of fact, it was going the other way. And so we were mirroring in each other, not the best of each other, some of the worst of each other. They say birds of a feather flock together, you know. However, aren't I know somebody out there is saying, yeah, I used to go with that flock, but then I realized that I didn't like the way they were flying, and I didn't like the things they were doing. So I had to find another flock, and maybe for a while I was flying by myself because I just knew I wasn't getting, something. I don't know what it was, but I knew that what I was seeing really didn't reflect something that was nagging at my soul. I didn't just say stop doing that. It said, no, this doesn't feel right. Has anybody out there gone through anything like that?
Yes,
And then
yes,
take your time. You can comment at any time. And we want to say hello, Angela Feaster, Tina Feaster.
yes.
Hey, hi, welcome. Good morning to you as well. And anybody can comment. We welcome questions, we welcome comments, insights, and all of that. We're going to move into our first quote. Okay. And and whoops, it says, I'll do this one first. It says, spiritual awareness is the interior awareness that we are one with divine presence, the source of inspiration, illumination, intelligent guidance, and the consciousness that this presence is within us. Ernest Holmes of Beverly Hills Lecture. And I love that because, as Ellen had pointed out, when we have some level of spiritual awareness, we want to be around people who also have some level of spiritual awareness. And I got to let you know that it's also important to be around people who seem to be more spiritually aware, because then they're able to guide us, and I felt that for sure. I found myself in those positions where people say, hey, why don't you check this out? And I said, okay. And it I could have felt less than, I could have felt uh, jealous, but there was something in me that said, you know what, I could learn more. I can have another level of spiritual awareness for myself. In fact, yes, I want to be where they are, but by the time I get to where they are, they're already glowing up so even higher. So Ed, did you want to comment on that before we go into the question?
Yeah, definitely. I think as we continue to glow up, because it's little by little,
Mm,
and as we mentioned before, each one of us is in their own speed. There's not two of us that are in the same speed. But definitely, being in a community, it definitely helps us to remember. I always said to remember, because it's within us, as you mentioned before. It's within us. That awareness is within us. It's the divine love within ourselves that is seeking to be seen. Okay, that is seeking to be seen, because it has always been there. It has never left us.
right.
It's just that we did not see. We were not aware. And so here it says the spiritual awareness is the interior awareness that we are one as divine presence. I like to say as divine presence,
Yes.
because a divine presence is you. Divine presence is having an experience through Ellen as Ellen, through Rodney as Rodney. There's no other. And so it's always seeking to be seen. It's always seeking to, for us, our humanness, to remember who we really are so we can show up and glow up as
Mhm.
what we are.
Yeah. And it takes being in the presence of people who are already in that space. Uh, because, again, if I need to make a change, then the people and the things that I was doing previously, uh, it's already telling me I need to change. I need to move. I need to glow up. I can't do it by myself, like you already mentioned. We can't do this alone. We're not meant to do any of this alone. Even if I need to go to a mountaintop and meditate for 6 months. You know, there's very rarely going to be an opportunity for an influx of new information um, that's going to move us past who we had been being, because we have a very limited resource to work with. Now we can tap into the source and we can become aware of things, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything until we get back into community. And that's when we realize, oh yeah, there is some glow up here. And so I asked everybody the first question: what would you change in your daily life if you truly believe that divine guidance was already within you, rather than something you need to seek outside yourself? In other words, you have to go to the mountaintop, and like, oh, I'm praying in nature and I'm doing all this things outside of us. Or can we recognize what would you change in your daily life if you realized you didn't have to go anywhere for that inner guidance? Yeah. And I know for myself that, yeah, there are moments when I'm looking for something on the outside. I'm looking for, maybe recognition or acceptance, or I'm looking for uh, someone to just say, I love you. And I can do that myself with that inner presence that's already within me. Like, you can give yourself a hug. Nobody's stopping you from hugging yourself. You don't have to wait to get a hug from somebody else. Yeah. Did you want to mention that? And anybody could put something in the comments.
Um, when I reflect on this question, what comes to me is the importance of daily practice
Mhm.
as the first thing that we do before I even start the day. For me, that is very, very important, because it grounds me. It reminds me of the power that is within me. And I can actually, throughout the day, having that connection, having aligned myself with my true self, with my divine self, I can allow myself to trust more in the guidance that I'm getting throughout the day, because I had already, it's like I'm plugged in. It's like every morning, as soon as I wake up, the first thing that I say is, thank you, Father, Mother God, for this day, that I am up, that my body is working. I'm not even up from my bed when I'm doing this. It's just automatic for me. I don't even have to think about it.
Hmm.
And then I go to the bathroom, and then I come back and then do my meditation or my mirror work, whatever it is that I choose today for the day. But that is the beginning of my day, because for me, personally, I have practiced this way of being for almost all my lifetime, really. And
Hmm.
I don't see myself doing it without it. And the times that I don't do it, if I don't get to do it in the morning, early in the morning, I'm in the car, I'm in the train. I remember being on the train, going to work, doing my practice. So there's no excuse that I don't have time. It's really, what is your commitment to yourself?
Right. Oh, yes. Let's go on to the next one. Will you do that?
Sure. So I can read this one. It says
Yes.
the spark of divinity is what beckons each of us to a higher, fuller experience and expression of life. And that is from Iana Pansan, Tapping the Power Within, A Path to Self-Empowerment for Women, page 2.
Hmm.
What is this is folds one into the other, and when we remember that we are the spark of divinity and knowing that divine love is always within us, I feel more confident. I'm not afraid. And I didn't say that I don't feel fear. Okay. I didn't say that I don't feel fear. I say I'm not afraid,
Hmm.
meaning that I might feel the fear, I might feel the nervousness, but I do not allow that fear or that nervousness stop me from going the way that divine love is asking me to do. You see, that's the difference. And so a lot of times we see other people doing things and we think that they're not afraid. We think that they don't have nervousness. We think that they might not have all the other emotions that we as human experience. Yes, we do. The only difference is that because we are tap into our true self, we still do it regardless of what our human emotions are saying because we have that confidence who's backing us up.
That is awesome. Thank you, Ellen. You folks that are listening, that you have to play that back because that was so true. And when we have that spark, just we don't need to have the lights on full blast. Like a huge, stadium lights. Just a spark. Within us. That's that. Think about how empowered we get to be just with that awareness, and that's so true. When we have that awareness, fear becomes a tool. It doesn't become a law for us. A lot of people are fearful by law. They give it the power. But fear in and of itself has no power. It's just a messenger. It's a messenger saying, hey, pay attention. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your thinking, pay attention to your environment, and to have a fuller experience of life. And the question is, what does living a fuller experience of life mean to you right now? And what small step could you take toward it today? That spark is like, with that awareness, I can say for myself, I've been getting little notices about what to do with my life. Now that I'm retired from full time work, and I, 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 I'm been saying, yeah, gee, what's next for me to do? And I'm thinking in the terms of a fuller experience of life. Now that I have more choice, I have more freedom. It's like, so what small step could I take toward it today? The first small step, and like you mentioned, Ellen, use the spiritual tools. I do my meditation and I do my journaling. The next step is action, is to take action on what comes through. And that's what's going to show up as glow up. It's like, oh, you're about doing something different. Oh, you're not just doing the same thing. And that means coming through me is gonna shine. Can't help it. When you're doing what you love to do, what you feel like you're destined to do in the moment, oh man, we are beaming, we are glowing, and that's really what it's about. We don't think about being hungry or maybe there doesn't seem to be enough money or how is this going to get done. We jump into it, and even if it's a small step, you could see somebody and you're like, wow, there's something different about you, you're glowing, you, you know and that's it. And they're like, well, I just started this, I just started that, but it really has a large impact in our lives. So yeah, thanks for letting me share on that. Yeah.
Mm, that's beautiful. So the next quote that we have is, you can go ahead and beat that one.
Yeah, and I just want to welcome Reverend Madeline, thank you for joining us, Reverend Madeline. Love and hugs to you as well, kisses. And we're going to have you back on real soon, too. So the next one is the infinity of life, where I am all is perfect, whole, and complete. That's by Louise Hay. You Can Heal Your Life. That's another book that if you don't have, you have to put it on your bookshelf or wherever you keep your books or carry it with you. It's small enough. Powerful book. And that awareness of, first of all, the infinity of life, no beginning, no end. It's like my bracelet, It's like, I don't know if you can see, it's the infinity symbol, you know. And when we are realizing that there is nothing outside of of the awareness of infinity that can make it complete. All of life as it is whole, perfect, and complete, and that includes me, and that includes everyone. The difference is the awareness, that spark, the knowingness that, yeah, I am the light. The light lives as me, you know? And the question is when you feel something is missing or broken in your life, what would you change if you viewed it as already whole and complete? So, yeah, Ellen, do you have any comment on the quote?
Yeah, as I was reading this, it came to me. I had a client, I had somebody. I said this to them, and they said, "Well, nothing is whole and perfect and complete in my life. It's actually, I just feel like nothing is going my way.
Mm,
It's been so many years, and I feel like I'm going against the current. Nothing seems to work for me. And you saying that whole is whole and complete. How is that? That is hard for me to to grasp.
mm,
And you know what? If you are there, if you're listening to this and you are there, or you feel that in your life something is missing or is broken, or nothing is working your way, um, I would say sit with it.
mm,
Because who am I to tell you it's not so? Who am I to tell you that life is perfect and complete if you cannot grasp that? Yet, I will say, whatever you're experiencing or you have been experiencing has been the thoughts that you have been planting in the past. And today, you have the opportunity to start a new a new plantation,
mm,
a new plant. Start watering a new thought.
mm,
Okay, because the seeds are the thoughts. So how about if we start, if we plant a seed? So today we are planting a seed that you're not broken, that your life is perfect and complete.
mm,
And so as you continue to water this thought, as you continue to water this thought that you are not broken and that all is whole and complete in you, that every area of your life is working for your best life experience, I promise you that you will start experiencing life different. You will definitely start experiencing life different.
Now, I just want to mention that's really a powerful statement. And you heard, folks, that there was a promise. So now it's on you. And if you need help, again, you don't have to do this alone. You can contact us, send us an email, oneLove@onelovecenter.org, and we will help you to realize to and with your real eyes is that's what how I like that word that you get to see, hey, I thought there was something broken or missing or something not right, and we'll get help you to see the truth, and we can help get you there. And I remember hearing early on Ernest Holmes, would say, hey, be a student of this, be a student of your own life. Yeah, plant the seeds, nurture it, do it for 30 days. If it doesn't work, come back to us and let us know. Wait a minute, I planted a seed that said I'm whole, perfect, and complete, and things are working out in my favor for my highest good. Let us know. We'll be along with you on that journey. Okay. So yeah, it's be a farmer, a planter. Plant the seed of the life that you look forward to living. Yeah. So we're going to take it to another quote. And all those who are watching, Reverend Madeline or anybody, if you have any comments, please feel free. And this next quote says, "The light of love is always in us, no matter how cold the flame." Mm. And that's by Bell Hooks, all about love. New Visions. It's a love song to the Nation, Book 1, page 99. So, regardless of whether we're aware of it or not, whether we can feel the heat of it, the passion of that light of love within us, listen, I know for myself, I used to pile a lot of stuff up on me to try to hide me, disguise me, to not really be exposed to the stuff on the outside. And that light of love never left, even in my darkest days, my lowest days. I mean, I was on the verge of disappearing from the planet in physical form, you know, and the flame inside was cold and dim, but it didn't go away.
Mm.
And it spoke enough for me to seek help in giving greater strength to that flame because it wouldn't go out.
Mm.
And that and it was love. The love propelled me to to give oxygen to the flame because that makes it get bigger. To give light, to give faith and trust to that which is here for all of us. I just didn't know that my light could really be that bright. I was believing that it was going to stay small and that was it. So here's a question. Did you want to comment on that?
I like to go into the question actually because you really explained it good.
Go for it.
The question said, when have you felt your own flame burning low, and what helped you remember the light was still there? And
Hmm.
so what comes to me with these questions is, what do I do when I feel my light that's gone low? I like to listen to music,
Mm.
to inspirational music. It really brings me back right away.
Yeah.
The music is a powerful, very powerful way of shifting our energy, our thoughts, especially when it's the music that I listen, the inspirational music that I listen to is very upbeat. I even dance to it, so it's really brings me out of whatever. Channel I was tuning in. That is not my channel. That is not usually my channel. And so, for me, that's one of the things that I do that I know that it helped me like right away. So it's very good that each one of you that are watching us find something that helps you bring you back to your true self. Because I usually say when I feel down, it's because I'm tuning into the wrong vibration,
Hmm.
and I just have to plug in to the right vibration.
Yeah.
And once I do that, everything shifts.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience. What about you, Reverend Rodney?
Oh, I share that 100%. And thank you for reminding me. A lot of people, we talk about having a spiritual tool chest. I have the prayer, meditation, and the journaling, and maybe visioning, and all of the different things. But there's also and reading, but the music is so important because it just gets right in there for us, and sometimes to us.
Mm.
And then, like you said, dancing, it becomes as us because we are in the flow with the music and we are just in it, and it is we are in it. It is in us, and that is the activity of love. I want to put up a message from Reverend Madeline. She says, "Yes, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." And that's by Rumi. And that is so true. And music gets in between and disperses those barriers. It just does. It's like we lose ourselves in the music, or if you're reading a poetry or whatever it is that disrupts that barrier in our thinking. So thank you, Reverend Madeline, for that. She's awesome. We can't wait to have her back. Let's bring her back next month. All right, Ellen? Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're going to get you. All right. But yeah, that is so true. Thank you for the comment. And thank you, Ellen, for that. Because,
Mhm.
and that reminds me, and sometimes we do it subconsciously. It's like we will just gravitate toward our favorite music. And if we're not listening to our favorite music, something's going to have us change the channel, change the station, or wait, I want to hear something else, and put it on. And it's interesting about music. Most music is about love. Most songs are love songs, even if they don't seem to be directly talking about love, but it is about love. So that's a very important aspect. All right, I think we have another quote that we want to
We're
bring up.
ready for our affirmations, I believe.
Well, let's bring up one more quote. I think we have another good one.
Okay, let's see. Wait, there it is.
Okay,
It
go
says,
for it.
it says, the inner light actually comes from the soul. It is already inside of us. The moment we can have free access to our soul, we will see this light is coming to the fore to permeate our whole outer existence.
Mm,
It says, no matter what, you must let your light guide you out of the darkness. Bruce Lee. Mm.
yeah, I love those two quotes. And I like the Bruce Lee quote also because it is no matter what. It is essential. It is important that that's the only thing that's going to guide us out of the darkness is our inner light. So first of all, yes, take it for granted, everyone. You do have an inner light. Okay. You can doubt it all you want, but that doesn't change the fact that you have an inner light. All right. So yeah, my preaching in this moment, you got an inner light within you. Okay.
Yeah.
Use it. Okay. You can't cover it up but for so long. And that's what's going to guide you out of the darkness, out of the dark night of the soul, because it's not going to come from the outside as much as sometimes we want it to. We're using substances or things or food or maybe attachment to somebody else or something else, thinking that they're going to pull me out of it, pull me through it. We are the ones that make that choice. You wanted to mention something on that, Ellen?
I think you got it good.
Uh,
So we can go to the next quote. It says here, no degree of worldly darkness can extinguish the glow of a soul's inner light.
mm-hmm.
I like this one because there's so much going on in the world, and there's some
Mm,
people focusing and giving its energy to what's going on in the world. And I always say, that's all distraction. That is to distract you from your light. That is a distraction to keep you in the darkness.
yeah.
So if you just take your eyes of it or your mind of it, your consciousness connection to it, you can tap into your light. But if you always connecting to that darkness or to what's going on in the world and become part of it, and believe what's going on outside, because all that is an illusion. That's really something that we have created as a human race.
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't understand that, and that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why classes are so important, because really we can go more in depth into what we're saying here on Sundays, because we cannot really go in depth about what we're saying, right? So, but know that whatever is going outside in the world, all the noise that is happening, you just need to disconnect yourself from social media. You just need to disconnect yourself from whatever that negativity you're getting it from. Disconnect from it and then go within, and you will know that you have that light within you, and all that darkness disappears, because the darkness is a lie. It's all lies. It's all an illusion. That's my take on that
Yeah.
quote.
Well, and I just want to point out the lie is that the darkness is the power.
Uh-huh.
And it's not. It can seem overwhelming because
Hmm.
there are good things that happen in the darkness. Like the butterfly in a cocoon. I mean, the
Right.
caterpillar in a cocoon.
Yes. Yes.
The seed in the soil.
Uh-huh.
So darkness has a place, but it is not the only place. It might seem like it, like what's going on in the world today. And thank God for this weekend, there was no King's Day, or no. And people brought their light together in a peaceful, powerful way. So one light by itself may not do a lot, but each one's glow of their soul's inner light together dissipates that darkness. You know, the folks who are dispensing darkness in the world, they're the ones that are afraid. They're the ones whose fear seems so real because they're the ones who are living in that mindset. So thank you for bringing that up, and I like this quote as well. So yeah, we and taking the classes also is a way where we come together to bring light to where there was previously darkness, maybe in our thought because we just didn't know. There's not necessarily anything wrong with ignorance. Ignorance just means you don't know. And we have the opportunity to learn, to know, to gain, knowledge and wisdom. So
Mhm.
thank you for that. And we're going to move into our affirmations, which helps to bring out the light, get a greater access. So you want to start, Ellen?
Yes. So the way we do it here, if this is your first time here, is that we breathe in before we say the affirmation. Then we breathe out. We take a deep breath before, and then we say the affirmation. Then we repeat it one more time. Okay. So we do it 2 times. So let's take a deep breath. It is so that I recognize that my inner illumination comes from the source of divine love. Take a deep breath. It is so that I recognize that my inner illumination comes from the source of the divine itself.
I invite each one to take a breath and repeat the affirmation. It says, "It is so that my own glow up requires deep personal healing practices, including ones from my own designs." Let's take a breath and read that again. It is so that my own glow up requires deep personal healing practices, including ones from my own designs.
Hmm.
Hmm. Oops.
Okay.
And
The last one, it says, see, um, it is so that my spiritual practice is lit. Woo. Take a deep breath and embrace that one and anchor that. It is so that my spiritual practice is lit. And so it is, and now it is.
Yes, so it is, and now it is. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to do a grounding prayer. Okay, we're going to. Would you like me to do that, or do you want to do that?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So let's allow ourselves to just be in this sacred space that each one of us have created, wherever you are. Remembering that there's only one power, one God, one love, one presence, and that power and presence is all around us. It is who I am. I am one as it. And when I say I am speaking about you. Yes, you. God as you. Divine love as you. Whatever you want to call it, whatever label you love to use or resonates with you, that is you. It is you. And when I remember who I am, when I remember that I am one as the one, and that the power to create an amazing, loving, healthy, joyful, wealthy, abundant life as I glow up, as I continue to open myself to the infinite possibilities that there are for my life as Ellen, as you. I open myself. I say yes. And the more yes I say, the more I say yes, the more I get to experience, the more I get to express my light, the more I get to grow up, express all that light into the world. Remembering that darkness is not always bad, it's actually good. We remember that the seed, in order for it to germinate, it has to be in the darkness and then comes out. The baby in the womb of the mom is in the darkness for 9 months usually. And then you get to see this beautiful being. Beautiful things happen in the darkness. And when we can just sit with it and allow that light to permeate all our being, everywhere we go, we can shine that light. And we can infect others with our light, or help them lit their light on, because there's not one of us that light is not in. As you remember that I'm one as God. I remember that light is within me, and that I am here to shine that light. And as I shine my light, I allow others to shine their light. I help others remember their light. And as you do that, as I do that, we get to experience a life full of love, a life that is full of grace, ease, glory, and all our needs are being provided beyond our own expectations. All that is required for you and me to have an amazing experience, an amazing human experience is provided. Because you and me remember that I am God, as Ellen. And God desires us to experience life fully. With all the good and all the not so good, because it all serves. With the darkness moments, with the light moments, everything is good. Nothing is bad, really. What is there for me to remember in those moments? and that I can be grateful, that I can be filled with gratitude for those moments, to remember, to be, and to show up as the being that I was born to be. I give thanks for this and so much more, knowing that each and every person that is listening to this treatment now and later is being gifted, is being reminded that you and me have everything that we need, that we require, that none of us is broken, that we are whole and complete. So grateful for this. So grateful that I can sit here and I can remember this to be so. Not just because I say so, but because I have experienced it. Not sure that each one of you, one way or another, have experienced it as well. And so we sit with it, we allow it to be, and we believe it to be. And we open to it. And we let it be. And so it is, and now it is. Ashe. Amen.
Ashe, amen. And now it is. Thank you so much, Ellen. Ooh, that's a practitioner for you. And yes, she has prayed us up and in and around and as a divine knowingness. So that is prayer. And we are here for you to do that. Remembering that we are prayer professionals and this is what we do. So use us, that we can remind you that Spirit is the full of power, that you are the light, is already within you for your immediate use. Even if you're in the darkness and you don't know how to get out, contact us and we'll help you shine your light. We'll shine our light, help you shine your light. Okay. And that's what it's about. That's how it works. And you can contact us by email, oneLove@onelovecenter.org. You can go to our website as well, onelovecenter.org, and leave us a message as well. So now the next message is about the divine givingness. It's like, yes, sharing your light, spreading your light. This is what we also do. We also share of the abundant nature of the universe. And we are grateful for your donations. We are grateful for your givingness. We're grateful for allowing us to be with you for all of these years, for 13 going on 14 years. What a blessing. Thank you. And we do it with your help. We do it with your assistance. We do it with your financial assistance or anything that would help move us along to help life on the planet. Because we know this message goes everywhere. And so we are so grateful for the opportunity. So we have an affirmation of abundance. You can put your hand over your heart, feel that harmonic vibration, and just feel the love that comes in and through and as you from that one source, from which gives us 100% of everything that we need. So let's recite the affirmation of abundance, that money, as one of many gifts of spirit, is good. And as I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift, more money, and more good. And I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good work these gifts do in our center and in our world. And now it is. So, peace and blessings, beloved. We are now going to go into, and listen, it doesn't matter how much you choose to give. Any amount, we welcome it. And we know that any amount that you give, the universe is like, well, hey, that's great. Well, let me see if I can outgive you and give you more and just play that wonderful game of giving and receiving. All right. So next, we do have some announcements. We're requesting a member or a friend of a member for technical assistance and managing our broadcasts. You can contact us through our email, onelove@onelovecenter.org. bless you and thank you for the consideration. And we will train you if you don't have the knowledge or experience. Well, we can help you out with that. And you help us, we'll help you, and vice versa. So, next announcement is if you're interested in learning about how we do what we do, and you can start taking classes. Practitioners, as you've been seeing, is the power, believe in the power of thought and the presence of the divine in all people and situations. And the goal is to help others awaken to the truth. We practice the truth. If you feel called to deepen your spiritual path, serve others, and become a healing presence in the world, practitioner training might be your next step. And for more information, you can email us at onelovecenter.org. Okay. And let's take that off. All right. So also, there are some other events coming up. And for some reason, I'm not seeing them right now. Here we go. This is coming up very soon. This is the Fall Soul Visioning Retreat. Actually, it's not the right date. It's coming up. It's going to be, golly, I can't believe we got the 24th, 25th, and 26th next weekend. Okay. And let me just take that down. Yes, so that's coming up next weekend. It's being facilitated by Ray Jordan, who is an awesome practitioner emerita, and she is very awesome when it comes to visioning your life purpose. It's free. However, you can leave a donation of any size, and it'll be gladly received. And for more information, let me see if I can quickly bring it up. I think you can go to our website, but just give me a moment to give you that information. I don't see it. So, but you can contact us, leave us an email if you want to get involved, or you look up Visioning with Ray Jordan, and I'm sure that it will pop up in the internet. All right. So also there are other announcements that you can go to our website to look for, and it's all about spirit. It's all about deepening our spiritual practices, and visioning is one of them. There's a convention coming up, 2 conventions coming up this summer. One is in Mexico, the Convention of the Americas, and also there is People of African Descent, New Thought Group. The conference is called Celebrating Our Soul. That's coming up afterwards in August. So we got plenty of opportunities for you to come out of the darkness into the light in an even greater way, to glow up. And so now we're going to bring Ellen back, closing thoughts and closing prayer, followed by some music. Come on back, Ellen. There you are.
Hey, it has been an amazing time together to talk about the light within each one of us. I love it. I really do love it. So this is just a taste of what we get to experience and to learn and to grow and to glow in classes. I love classes because we really get to have some conversations and some answers to what needs to be known. And I wanted to say that whenever we get to be in a community or in class, in Sunday celebration, is really a reminder, because it's something that is within each one of us that we know, and we just get to, we feel our soul. I feel my soul that says yes. Every time you say something and my soul is in agreement with it, I could just feel the yes within me. And I'm sure that each one of you that are listening out there, when whether Reverend Rodney or the guest or myself or Lita says something when we're here, you can feel like, yes, I'm in alignment with that. That is true. Your soul knows the truth. So it's really a reminder. That's what has come really to me, that we all know. It's just that we have forgotten. And so the classes are really to remember who we are and whose we are and what we're about and what are we here to be and to do and to have.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. And so we're going to go into our closing prayer.
Yes,
You want to start and I'll finish?
sure, sure. So allow ourselves to just take all this celebration into our soul, into our hearts, to remember, to recall who we are and whose we are, the light that is within us, the light that we are here to be, to remember, to remind others as we be the light, we remind others that there is that light within each one of them. I am so grateful for this celebration. I'm so grateful for Reverend Rodney. I'm so grateful for technology, for all the practitioners, for leader. I am knowing that wherever she's at this moment, she's being blessed and she's being provided with all that she needs and more. And all our members of One Love Center too, I am knowing that they are being blessed and they are being reminded of the light that each one of them it is. And so I pass to Reverend Rodney.
Oh, thank you. And I'm so grateful for Ellen. Oh, and we make these wonderful choices to be in the light, to glow up, and shows that yes, we are growing up and out in our magnificence. Everyone, this is for everyone. You are magnificent. No one is less than magnificent. There are some who know it and some who don't, and some are somewhere in the middle. And our job, everyone's job, is to be a reflection of the magnificence of that light that is magnifying the true nature of the spirit that is each and every one of us. So thank you all for your participation, whether now or watching a recording. Please share the recording and knowing that, yes, there is greater good that is happening as we share our light from within. And I just give thanks knowing that, yeah, this word is just speaking the truth that is in and through us as each one. And so I bless each one, and I know that it is good. And so I claim it as such into the law of divine right action. So I know it's good, and it's got to be good. Because God is good all the time. And so I let it be the good that it unfolds to be now and each and every moment, now moment. And simply say yes. And so it is, and now it is. Yeah. So we have a wonderful song that is going to follow us and sing us out. And that song is, let's do this one. All right. Because, yes, you are the power, and that light within you is the power. So here we go. We'll be back after the song. Hey, there she is. Thank you all. You got the power. You are the light. You are the power. Yes, indeed. So glad to have you all. And we'll do it again next week. We have a wonderful guest lined up as we just keep going. We just keep shining the light for each and every one to recognize their own. And we'll see you soon.
Ciao.
Peace.